Hey broskies, what's up? It's Sona, and I got a question for all of you. Do you like food? Well, that's a dumb question. Obviously you do. Who doesn't? We're gonna be talking about food. More specifically, a food tier list. We're gonna be reviewing the food groups. It's like, you know, meat, dairy, vegetables, fruits, diabetes, you know, all that great stuff. You may get angry, you may agree with me. Which one is gonna happen? I have no clue. Let's find out and watch the video. So in S tier, we have Yum Yum Tum Tum, which is, you know, the food tastes good, it's yummy. And below that in the A tier, we got just right, you know, the food tastes great, but Yum Yum in my Tum Tum is like the ultimate, obviously. The tier below that, we got Survival, where you just eat the food to, you know, not die. Below Survival, we got Bruh, where you basically just eat a food and you kind of wish that you didn't. Similar to how I felt when I tried avocado for the first time and it tasted like baby food. And last but, actually I was gonna say last but not least, but this is literally the least. We have causes diarrhea. I don't really think you need that much of an explanation. Like, this food is so bad that not only does it taste gross, but it's bad for your insides because that's how disgusting it is. Or I mean, it could still taste great, but also make you have diarrhea, just like Taco Bell. Alright, so with all of that explanation out of the way, let's finally get to rating these foods. First up, we got the vegetable category. For a lot of people, they either love vegetables or they hate them. I personally love vegetables. In my opinion, you can't really go wrong with them. They taste great and they're great for you. I know a lot of people really don't like vegetables. And, you know, I can understand that if you're just given a plate of like plain broccoli with no seasonings or anything. But with vegetables, it's just like, if you put the right stuff in it and you know how to cook it properly, you can make it taste fantastic, okay? Because that's what I do with my vegetables, and that's why I'm not miserable eating them. Actually, I'm not even sure if there's any vegetables that I dislike. One thing I will say though, tomatoes just raw, straight up, nasty. Just all mushy and stuff, and nah, I'm not a fan of that. However, as much as I love vegetables, I still like junk food more, so I'm putting this in just right. Remember kids, eat your vegetables. Alright, next up we got the meat. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna wait for the vegans to leave. Okay, anyways, now that the vegans are gone, let's talk about meat. I love meat, I think it tastes great. There's some meats that I think are kind of nasty, like pork, I'm not really a fan of unless it's bacon. Pork sausage is nasty, the texture is just, ugh. Basically, I hate any meat that's like really fatty. I like more of the lean meats like chicken breast and, you know, fish. And also steak. Oh, steak is so good. Meat's kind of also another thing where it doesn't really taste too great unless you actually know how to prepare it, because most of my life when I was growing up, I actually despised meat because, no offense to my family, but they didn't cook it very good. But then when I learned how to cook and I cooked it myself, now I love it. Also has a lot of protein, which is what you need. You need to get your protein in, guys. Some meats are definitely better than others, but in general, I like meat. So you know what? I'm gonna put it in Yum Yum Tum Tum. Vegans can stay mad. Just kidding, vegans. I respect what you're doing. Next up, we got the... oh no, it's the funny category. It's the... category. You know, those things that actually, where do nuts even come from? I think they like grow on a tree or something. Looks kind of weird actually. I always assumed that nuts like came from the ground, but they actually like grow on trees, I think. Okay, when it comes to the taste, I think nuts are fantastic, okay? They are amazing in brownies, especially walnuts. Oh my god, don't even get me started. I love nuts, okay? However, nuts are so expensive, bro. Literally, a bag of like almonds from like Walmart or something is equivalent to an entire pack of 5 chicken breasts that I can get for the same price. Like, come on, you think I'm gonna buy a little bag of almonds, or do you think I'm gonna buy 5 chicken breasts? Of course I'm getting the chicken breast. This stuff is way too expensive, bro. Basically, they taste good in sweets, and they do have healthy fats, but everything else about them kind of just sucks. So, even like they taste good, but I'm gonna put them in bruh just because. These things so expensive, I ain't paying $10 for a little bag of nuts. I'm putting this in bruh. Next up, we have fruit. I don't think I know anyone that actually dislikes fruit. I mean, how could you? It's sweet and it's healthy, okay? Like, it's just so refreshing. I love me some kiwi. I love me some grapes. Apples is one of my favorite fruits. And also berries, okay? Things like strawberries, blueberries, like raspberries, blackberries, they are extremely yummy, and they're also very high in antioxidants and fiber. But regardless, even though I don't eat it very often because it's expensive, I still love fruit. If there's one fruit that I have to say that I hate, it's definitely bananas, okay? I think I've mentioned this a few times before, but I don't know what it is. Bananas make me extremely nauseous. I remember I took a bite of it in like kindergarten, and I vividly remember the moment I took a bite of that banana, okay? My soul just left my body. The texture is weird. It's mushy. It smells bad. Like, I don't know, guys. I'm not even allergic to them. My body just rejects them. But yes, all other fruits taste amazing, but they're expensive. I'm gonna put this in survival. I don't eat them very often, and they're also a bit expensive, but they still taste great, so I'm definitely not gonna put them in bruh. Next up, we have Jug Food. I know this technically isn't considered a food category on the whole food pyramid thing, but I still put this in here anyway because junk food is great. Is it great for you? No, it's terrible. And that's why it makes me so sad. It tastes so good, but it hurts so bad. You know, things like fast food, Domino's pizza, French fries, I love all of that stuff, but I don't eat it because I don't want to become an Oompa Loompa. You can make healthy versions though. I do make a healthy pizza here and there, but it's just the fast food places, man. They just gotta ruin everything. They put like 10 piles of foot grease onto everything they cook. This is very hard because pizza is one of my favorite foods, but again, I can make it a healthy pizza. So I'm gonna just put it in survival. Next up, we got soup. Again, I'm pretty sure this isn't on the food pyramid, alright, but soup is one of the best things to exist, let me tell you. I used to eat cans of soup for every single meal when I was younger. Soup was the thing I definitely ate the most, and I still eat it pretty often now. You can do so much with it. Like, it's literally such a magical food. It's like food and a drink all in one bowl. It's like you get everything. Your grains, vegetables, meats, and your drink. Like, whoever invented soup, I have mad respect for them. One soup I really like to make is lentil soup, which is kind of like a bean soup, and I also really like beef stew, even though it's stew and not a soup. It's just a thicker soup. It tastes really good. I'm putting this in yum yum. I'm putting this in yum yum in my tum tum. Oh ho ho, broskies, this is the moment I've been waiting for. We got sweets. I'm talking donuts, cakes, ice cream, cookies, all that great stuff. I am very passionate about sweets. I have the biggest sweet tooth you could imagine. Actually, no, it's not just one tooth. All of my teeth are just sweet teeth, okay? Actually, that sounded kind of gross. At first, this is gonna sound really bad, but I actually eat sweets every single day. And I know that sounds unhealthy, okay? But don't worry, guys, I don't have diabetes because I actually make healthier versions of sweets. There's a lot of like high protein, high fiber, and sugar-free sweet recipes. And that's exactly what I make. I have sweets for like every single breakfast. I have protein brownies, protein cookies, cakes. I know it sounds impossible because literally the point of them is to be unhealthy. But I'm telling you, there is a lot of healthy sweet recipes, which I'm very happy about because I would not be able to live without sweets. But anyways, I think just because of how unhealthy it usually is, I'm gonna put it in survival tier because it tastes great, but it's really bad for you. Next up, we got the dairy category. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have much dairy, like, at all. I don't even drink regular milk. I literally only drink almond milk and coconut milk. I don't have cow milk. I think it's nasty. Cheese is where it's at. I love cheese, but I still barely eat it. Now, eggs. I don't eat eggs by themselves, but I do put them in my healthy sweets. But yeah, dairy's alright. I definitely could live without it 100%. Sure, I'd miss cheese, but I don't eat it that much to begin with. Eggs are pretty good, but again, don't really eat them. And dairy also gives lactose intolerance people diarrhea. So I think it's the most appropriate to put this on the causes diarrhea tier, because diarrhea is bad. Okay, next up we got the bean category. Yes, I have a specific category for beans, aka legumes. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'll just put it on screen. Though they're usually associated with vegetables, I kind of just think of them as their own thing. I love bean soup and stuff, refried beans. All that stuff is great. And they're also very, very high in protein. So if you're not a huge fan of meat or whatever, and you still want to get your protein intake in, definitely be sure to snag some beans at your local Walmart. No, this video is not sponsored. But yeah, I love beans, so I'm gonna put them in just right. Okay, next up, we got candy. I can guarantee you that most of you watching this video, you love candy. You can't deny it. Candy is magical, but like 1 minute I'll be chewing on like a Jolly Rancher or something. I don't think you're supposed to chew on them, but I do. And then my teeth just shatter. Yeah, candy's basically just pure sugar. That's why it tastes so good. Candy is the thing that I basically don't eat at all. I just don't go near it because it's literally just sugar in a hardened form. I'll definitely eat some on Halloween though, which is also my birthday, so double candy for me on Halloween. But yeah, basically never eat it, and it only exists to kill your teeth, so I'm gonna put it in bruh. Next up we got seafood category. This is just a picture of salmon down here. A lot of people don't like seafood. Most seafood I actually haven't had. I've had like, you know, regular fish like tilapia or salmon. I've had shrimp and I've had clams. Yeah, clams. And oysters. Okay, maybe I've had more seafood than I thought. A lot of fish is really, really good for you. And listen, alright, I don't know about you guys, but in school, when we had fish sticks, I actually liked them. I know every single kid in the world, for some reason, they hate fish sticks. I actually like them, okay? To this day, I actually still haven't tried lobster. And the reason to that is actually very personal. I remember my family used to buy like these live lobsters all the time. And since it was alive, we cooked it ourselves. And the way we did that was, we put the lobster in some boiling water while it was still alive. And that just mortified me. Felt bad for that poor lobster. And I know you guys are gonna say, oh my god, Sona, you eat meat. How can you say that? That's so hypocritical. You're right, but I'm just being honest. Anyways, I really like fish, so I'm gonna put it in the yum yum in my tum tum tier. Alright, so the last category actually isn't a food. It's this is the drinks category. I mainly just drink water because, you know, it's good to get your water intake in. Be sure to drink water, guys. Don't forget, it's very important. But I like some juices. I really love orange juice. Also, orange juice is 10 times better than apple juice. I don't care what y'all say. And I also like watermelon juice. Lemonade's okay, I guess. Water would technically be in this category. So I'm gonna just put this at yum yum in my tum tum. Okay, well that's the entire food tier list, guys. I rated the food groups and gave my opinions on them and probably made some people angry throughout this video. I really like these tier list kind of videos. Let me know if you want more of these in the future. Food is one of the things I care most about. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And with that, I'll see all your broskies in the next one. Bye!